wherever you are in the world. It could be early, it could be late, it could be morning, it could be afternoon, it could be nighttime. But welcome to the Prophet Arena. It's so great to have people right here in the room with us. I know some others are on the way, and the live audience is building. But of course, we have many people from all around the globe connecting with us on Zoom. We saw so many of the other countries that are locked in with us, represented in the chat: Grenada, Jamaica, Netherlands, United Kingdom, people from all across the diaspora. And I'm really, really excited about what we are going to share. You like that word, Kai? Diaspora. I know many of you do. And I'm really excited about what we're going to share here tonight. This is the Prophet Arena. You're inside the arena tonight, all right? And I'm really excited for you. You made a great decision to be here. And what we have to share with you is nothing short of life-changing. I know that for sure, because when I first got my hands and eyes on the information, for me, I thought to myself, this is a real game changer. This is something that people want. This is something that people need. This is something that the market has been asking for. The truth is, the reality is, many of us want to benefit from the world's largest trillion-dollar market, right? The world wants to benefit from foreign exchange. But so many people just don't have the time. That's the reality. That's the reality for me. That's the reality for you. We want to benefit. People are busy with their jobs. They may be busy with their families. They may be traveling, right? They may have some type of commitment or appointment. And the reality is, people know it's real. By now, we're not pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. By now, people are believing. People know for sure it exists. But people want to be able to significantly benefit from what they know exists. It's not enough to know. How can I know and also apply to my own life, to my own situation, what I know? So without further ado, without that preamble, I know that you don't really want to hear from me at the moment. You're excited to get right into the meat of the matter. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to get out of the way and clear the stage for a man that I feel phenomenal to call friend. I've known him for a long time. I've been rocking with him, and we've traveled the world together, literally. I've seen his passion for people, helping people. As a matter of fact, the reason that the Prophet Arena exists was because of a vision to really go ahead and help people. And I couldn't be more pleased. According to my good friend Luke Pomina, he would say it's a plum pleasing pleasure. All right, I couldn't be more pleased, to introduce to you a father, a husband, a visionary leader. Put your hands together if you're in the room, and if you're on the Zoom, put some sevens in the chat for none other than Mr. Akeem Bourne. All right.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. Those of you who are on the Zoom, we've got just under 200 people calling in from all around the world, and then we've got just about what? This is 7 or 8 people here with us in the audience in this building, like Fabian said. And we are excited, guys, because tonight is the launch of something impactful, something phenomenal, something that's been changing lives already. And all of you who are hearing here tonight, you have the opportunity to benefit from something that's going to do some phenomenal things. So like Fabian said, guys, my name is Akeem Bourne. I'm a 35-year-old entrepreneur, a husband, a father. Really, really excited to give you guys those terms simply because the moment that I became a husband, everything changed for me. But then the moment that I became a father, oh my goodness, it felt like the world paused. If I'm going to be honest with you, my daughter, she's about to be 2 years old. And if you ask me, why is it that I go so hard as an entrepreneur? Why is it that I'm here doing this presentation now, here pouring out, here serving, here trying my best to get you guys to see this vision of what it is that we have here, is because my family means everything to me, right? This whole idea of having to trade my time for money and going to work, and then not being able to spend enough time with my family is not something that I wanted to experience. And I want to share this with you guys because I understand that there are quite a few people that may have a similar story, that their Family matters to them. They want to have the time to be able to spend time with their family. They want to go where they want to go when they want to do it. And they want to be able to go with people that they love. And that's why, for me, entrepreneurship is one of the greatest vehicles. And we're going to talk to you guys about that tonight, how you can become an entrepreneur, how you can learn a skill that you can go ahead, obviously, and multiply money in the largest financial market in the world. And then we're also going to talk about a community of people, because for me, community is big, where you're going to be able to learn and grow and go ahead and change your life. So guys, if you are ready, give me a 7 in the chat. Now, those of you who are in the audience with us, give me a ready, and we're going to kick this thing off. Ready? All right, we're ready. All right, so let's go. All right, guys, so let's talk about the cash flow quadrant, right? Most people, they saw this information before. Some people, they're hearing this for the first time. But let me tell you what the cash flow quadrant is. Anybody ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book, the Rich Dad Poor Dad. And in this book, Robert Kiyosaki explains why the rich get richer and why the poor and middle class, for some reason, they can't seem to get out of those two quadrants. What he said is that most people, they're on the wrong side of money. And I want you to take a look at the screen. Here's what he says. He says that most people, they're on the left side of money, trading their time for money. They're either an employee. We know what an employee is, where you go to work, and if you don't work, then you don't get paid. But then there's another level there where you can become a self-employed individual. And here's what we say about self-employed individuals. They own the job. Now, yes, they make some money, but if they don't work, or if they're the only person in operation, what happens? No money comes in. The business sometimes fails. So here's the principle that I want you guys to get. You want to get on the right side of money, where you're going to either become a business owner or an investor, or an investor. Depends, if you want to do both. But there is a difference between being self-employed and being a business owner. Business owners, here's what they do. They have leverage in their life. So it's not just them that's working. They've got employees that they're able to leverage the efforts of, and they're able to get towards their financial goals a lot faster because it's not just them, right? And because it's not just them, they're able to go on and get to what it is that they want to do with their business. But you see this I quadrant right here? The I stands for investor. And this is where I want you to really pay attention, because most people, they know how to make money. A few people know how to manage money, but very few people know how to multiply money and have their money work for them. And that's what we want to talk to you guys about here right now, because we know that this is a really, really big deal. So we're going to talk about how you can multiply your money in two of the largest financial markets in the world. The Forex market, like Fabian said, it's $1 trillion a day market, and the cryptocurrency market, where most of you, if not all of you, you should know what Bitcoin is. If you know what Bitcoin is, or Ethereum or Ripple, put a BTC in the chat. Anybody in the room knows what cryptocurrency is?
Yes.
Absolutely. And you should know what Forex is, but I'm gonna tell you really quickly. All Forex is where you trade one currency for another, and you are able to profit as the currencies go up or the currencies go down, right? And we're gonna explain that a little more on another session. But let's talk about some of the common issues that people that trade, they face, because this is important. You're going to come in, you're going to learn this skill, you're going to get access to mentors and individuals that are going to help you get better with your trading, but you're going to experience a couple of fears. And we realize that if we could help individuals solve these problems, if you can help individuals get over these fears, they can go on and be more profitable, or they can be profitable even, and obviously have success with their trading. So here's the first fear. Anybody in the room is afraid of losing money? Sometimes, a few people. All depends. What about you on the Zoom? Is there anybody on the Zoom that's afraid of losing money? If you are, you can give me, okay, see the yes is coming in. That's one of the most common fears. And, we're going to talk about a system, a strategy, a tool that we've got that's going to help you manage that fear. Here's the next one: feeling overwhelmed or lacking expertise. So did you ever want to learn to trade, but you didn't know what to do? Yeah. You see people talking about, okay, you need to become an investor, you need to multiply your money, but you don't know where to start. You don't know where to go. We're going to show you how we're solving that problem as well. What about not having enough time? Is there anybody in the room or on the Zoom that's busy? Anybody's busy in the room, right? I know that's probably all of us on the room. Somebody on the chat said hell yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, most of us, if not all of us, were busy, and we got a solution for that. Because here's the thing: what if there was a way that you were able to not stop doing what you're already doing, but be able to use a tool to make money while you're continuing your life? We've got something there for you. What about struggling with your emotions when you're trading? Those of you that have traded before. What if you had experiences where you see that you're making money and then for some reason you lose it? How has that process been for you? What if there's a way for us to help you solve that? Wanting control, but with automation. How many of you would have loved or would love to have your money work for you, but completely hands-free? Nobody in the room, but one person is down there. What you on the Zoom, right? That's why you're here. Okay, correct. Because we've got something here that we're going to share with you. And then lastly, feeling alone in your journey as a trader. Anybody ever felt alone? Where you're learning this skill, but you don't have the support, you don't have the community. And that's exactly what we did here with the Profit Arena. So let me give you guys some clarity on what the Profit Arena is. Guys, we came together and created a community of individuals, entrepreneurs, individuals that wanted to learn the skill of trading so they can obviously find out and learn how to multiply their money in the largest financial market in the world. But watch this. They're not just going to do it by themselves. They're going to do it with tons of individuals all around the world. Now, let me ask you guys this. How many of you guys prefer to learn by yourself or to learn with a group of people? Group of people, right? Group of people on the line as well. You would prefer to be in a group where you could, get feedback from other people. You could learn together. That's what we did. We created a full online academy that, guess what, is going to give you access to all you need to know about crypto, all you need to know about trading Forex. And guess what? It's 100% free. It's 100% free. Guys, you can come in through our community, learn the skill of trading, learn the skill of multiplying your money in the foreign exchange market, and you don't have to pay a dime for it. But guys, this is what we want to get you to here tonight, right? The community is good, but we've got something that's even greater, right? You're going to be able now to hear of a tool that we're launching today, right now, in this moment, that's going to give you the chance now to multiply money in the foreign exchange market 100% hands-free. And what I want to do is bring up my business partner who has been just phenomenal in this space for the last 8 years. This guy, I call him the maestro because his results speak for themselves. He's such a leader. He's such a mentor. So many people from all around the world tap in to learn from this guy. And you have the privilege now to be able to hear from him as we launch this incredible platform. He's going to go in detail what the Profit Arena and the tool that we have is, and how you're going to be able to benefit. So without further ado, those of you who are on the Zoom, can you drop some sevens in the chat for my brother, Kai Lashley? And those of you in the room, can you get the round of applause? All right.
All right, what's going on, guys? Super excited, man, about this app that we are about to launch, right? I know you guys are excited as well. Probably not as excited as me, because this thing, like Akim said, it can really change a lot of lives, and that's simply because, like we said, a lot of persons have the challenge with time, right? Time is one of the biggest issues that individuals have. And quite frankly, some people just don't want to learn how to trade. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I got some nuns in the room like, yeah, bro. Some people just don't want to learn how to trade, right? We provide the free community and everything that persons can learn, for the individuals like the Neymars, that's like, yeah, bro, I need to know how to do this thing for myself, right? But we also got the app for the persons that say, you know what, time is a problem for me, right? And here's the upside, I like both. Yeah, I like to know what it is that I'm doing, but I also like to earn a passive income. Anybody like interested in earning passive income? Yeah, absolutely. On the Zoom, right? Let me know. Anybody interested in, put a 7 in the chat if you're interested in earning a passive income as well. Yeah, 1000%, right? And that's what it is. Yeah, I want you to imagine this, right? And this is literally what happened for me. What I'm accustomed to is looking at the chart, doing an analysis, for myself, executing a trade and earning from that trade, right? I was in the barber chair, Neymar, sitting down, getting my haircut, and I watched my phone just made about $400, for one trade. I was like, that was a different kind of feeling though. Like I didn't do anything, you know what I mean? I was just there sitting. I didn't have to worry about, the management of that trade. I didn't have to worry about, the execution of that trade. Literally, it just happened, with me going about my life. Yeah. So I want to imagine you going about your life, right? You taking trips, you taking flights, you going to work, you are driving on the road, you are living your daily life, spending your time with your children, etc. And this is all being done for you completely hands-free, right? So we launched an app, as you guys can see, our hands-free Forex trading app. You guys think that's good? Put some fire in the chat. You think that's good in the room? Yeah, that's great. All right. We launched a hands-free trading app that's going to take care of all the trading on your behalf. Now, we got some key features that I really want to highlight, right? Because it's one thing, to be trading hands-free, but what we wanted to make sure was that you're protected, okay? Because I don't want to put, my money someplace and then it look around 2 twos and it's gone. You know what I mean? Like that ain't fun, all right? It's good when it's profitable, but I ain't fun when you see your money disappear, right? It's like, I never do nothing, literally, right? I might disappear. So here's what we've done, right? First feature, all right? First feature, we've got the safeguard feature. Now, what this does, all right? What the safeguard feature does is it protects your entire account, all right? So follow me here. Let's say, for example, you have $1,000 on your trading account, all right? But then I'm going to give you guys visual examples as well, okay? But let's say you have $1,000 in your account and you say, you know what? I only want to expose my account 50%. So I am willing to lose at max, right? Over a period of time, 50% of my account. That is the max that I'm willing to lose. Okay. So you set it within our app, and then because it's trading, it can be approximately $500, right? Would be your max loss. So when it reaches that point, it is an automatic shutdown, right? No more trades is going to be taken on your account. If that ever has to happen, right, and it reaches that amount, no more trades is going to be taken on your account. You would have to manually say, right, or physically say, rather, right? Physically do, right? You have to physically, like stop the restart rather the actual app to start taking trades. Yeah, you guys following me? Right? You will have to physically do it. You have to put your hands on it for it to happen. Yeah, follow me here, guys. Okay, so that's the upside. So you're protected. That's the first thing, right? Second one is the risk per trade. Here's the biggest challenge with traders, right? And I've taught thousands of individuals all across the world. Any person that I get in a one-on-one session with, any person that is struggling, the biggest issue that a trader faces is their risk, right? It's not that they don't win trades, right? But it's their risk management. Individuals don't know how to manage their risk. And what happens is that we get emotional. Yeah, we get emotional when we are trading because we're emotional human beings, right? You guys agree? All right, that's a fact. So because we are emotional, sometimes we can make emotional decisions, all right? And those emotional decisions, like for me, I remember when I was getting married, right? I made a very emotional decision. I spoke about it on Instagram Live recently, and it was like, this one trade is going to pay for my wedding. This one trade, right? I had $3,000 in the account. So I maxed out the risk on my account. I risked 100% of the account. Now I know I've been trading for 8 years, right? I know, Kai, you're about to do foolishness, right? I'm about to do madness. I knew that, right? But because of my emotional self at the time, I was like, I am going to take this 100% risk on my account, guys, and I lost the account. Yeah. I was so confident in trade. Like this trade was like, yeah, this trade is going to do it. I lost that trade, $3 grand, boom, done. Right? Now here's the thing. Here's the upside with the app. It takes you out of the equation. Yeah? It takes the emotion out of the equation. Yeah? So what happened, right? Right. That's $20. I mean, I think I'm actually grinding. Like, right? We have some flash spots there, just know the truth, right? But it takes you out of it, guys, right? It takes you out of the equation. And because of that, you are now able to take consistent risk, okay? So regardless to whatever you do, when you set up your account, you are literally setting 1%, 2%, 3% risk of your account per trade. So you can't lose anymore. Let's say, for example, you have $1,000 in your account, you set a 1% risk, that is $10, right? So at max per trade, you know that only $10 is at risk. So the upside to this is that now, because you are out of the equation, guys, you can now be more comfortable to put more money on the account as well.
Right.
Because at any point, the risk is only $10, right? Your maximum exposure, the safeguard, is only 500. So really and truly, I'm only investing 500. You guys following me? Right? Everybody follow that? Yeah, I'm only investing 500 because the thing about trading is that you can withdraw your money at any point. It's not lost away. You don't give us the money. You remain in control. And that's the third point, right? You have the ability to close any trade at any point, right? You have the ability to close any trade at any point. So if you see your trades in profit, you know, you want to go ahead and close your trade and take your profit, you can. We don't stop you, all right? We give you that control still. I mean, I would advise let it take its course, all right? But if that is you, that's up to you. You know, you can decide, all right, you know what? I'm 800 up. I'm cool with that. Let me take my 800, all right? I can close the trade. Another thing is that you can withdraw at any point. Yeah? Nobody stops you from doing that. If you want to withdraw every day, if you want to withdraw every week, you want to withdraw every trade that wins, right? That is completely up to you, okay? And last but not least, let me mention first, all right? It is completely hands-free, guys, all right? It's completely hands-free. So here's what I want to do, all right? If you guys like that, just say yeah. In the chat, let me know, all right? If you guys love that, say yeah in the chat, all right? Awesome. I like that you guys indulge me, you know, all right? So I'm going to give you a very visual explanation on everything that I just said in terms of how it actually looks within the app, all right? So I want you guys to pay attention just for a few minutes, probably like 3 minutes or so, and I'm going to break it down very visual so you guys can see how the app actually works. That's okay?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Let's go. Share that. Vivian.
Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
The benefits of utilizing the Profit Arena. First and foremost, it's a completely hands-free platform, completely automated. All you got to do is set it up. Secondly, you have the ability to set your risk per trade. So we take all of the emotion out of trading, and you can now have a consistent risk being taken on your account. So let's say you only wanted a 1% risk to be taken per trade. You could change that to 2%. You could change that to 3%. That's the most that I would absolutely recommend, right? You can set that, and you know that, you know, with any trade that is taken on your account, that's the max risk that is taken. Secondly, or thirdly rather, you've got this safeguard, right? Now, safeguard feature speaks to your overall account exposure, okay? Your overall account risk. So what this means is that, let's say you had $1,000 on your account, right? If you have a 50% risk, your trading would pause on your account if it reached anywhere close to $500, okay? You would have to manually reset it or restart the trading if you so desire, but it's there to protect you. You can no longer lose your entire account. No more blown accounts, all right? Absolutely love that. Yeah, here's the next thing. If at any point you want to stop any trading from being taken on your account, you can just flip off the active button, and you know that any new trades that would be placed would not place on your account. Phenomenal. Okay, so you still have a measure of control. So although it is hands-free, you still have control. Here's the next great thing. You can see all of the active trades that are being taken onto your account. Okay, so any trades that are open currently, you can go ahead, take a look at it here and see those trades. And any closed trades that would have been taken on your account, you can go back, you know, take a look at them, you know, see what would have happened in the past, you know, see the profit or loss and so forth that you would have taken onto your account. Okay, now here's the next thing. You have the ability to select whatever strategy you want. So there's, if you want to add another strategy, you just click add strategy. Okay. And if you want to learn more about these strategies, as time progresses, we're going to add more strategies, guys. Right. But if you want to learn more about the strategies, you just click learn more. It gives you a breakdown, of the strategy, what is being traded, the way that the strategy goes about trading, the recommended balance, the recommended risk. Okay, so here, for example, you see a recommended $500 deposit, a recommended risk of 1% per trade, your safeguard 40 to 50%. So you can literally follow these instructions. Okay, now you also have the ability, guys, to see your progress over a time period. So over a day, over a week, you can see the progress at the top in percent and dollars, all right, per month, right? Over the month, you see what it was per month. Over 3 months, you see the progress that is happening on your account in real time. Okay. So guys, literally those are the benefits, of the platform. In the future, you'll be able to add another account at the top. You can also click add account. And like I mentioned, you'll also be able to add other strategies as they become available. Hope this helps, guys. And I hope this was clear for you. Have a good one.
What do you guys think about that on the Zoom? Okay, it's a fire on the Zoom, right? In the room, they're trying to give me fire, but I'm not sure what's happening, right? But what do you guys think about that? All right. I am super excited. You guys see how it looks clean, all right? It looks classy, it looks professional. All right. So what is that? Come on, man. Come on. All right? But guys, for real, like we do things to the highest standard, absolutely here, within the Profit Arena. But guys, literally, you see it. Right, this is what we've been working on. I'm excited to bring it to you. I'm excited for you guys to have it. Right, let's continue throughout this. All right. So here's the thing: to gain access, right? This is the pre-launch of this app. All right, what that means is that this is the pre-launch price as well. Right, to get started, it is only $125 US to access the app. Okay. Now, from your second month onward, right, you only pay $99 US to access the app. Now, for those of you that get access to this app today, right, in this pre-launch period, you are going to be grandfathered at this price. Yeah. So when the price increases, that doesn't affect you. You remain at this price. That sounds good. Yeah. That sounds good to you guys. Yeah. Only $125 gets you started. $99 a month gives you access. And as we say, like over time, you're gonna add on more rooms, more trading strategies and so forth to the platform. Maybe you're gonna be able to trade indices. You're gonna be able to trade crypto. All right, any crypto heads in the room? Yeah. Okay, no, not really. Anybody interested in trading crypto on the call? Yeah, let me know in the chat. All right, anybody interested in trading gold? Gold. Okay, good. Okay. Gold, somebody said US 30. Okay, cool. Right. Look out for all of it. It's coming to our platform. Right. So, guys, with that being said, crypto. Yeah. Cryptocurrency. Yeah, correct. Same thing. All right. So, with that being said, guys, we actually have a special guest on the line that I want to bring on as well. He's going to come on and share a bit. He is an industry icon, has a significant amount of influence, persons who are highly respected in the business arena. Many know him by Randy Play, all right? So I want you guys to hear from him on the call, or I'm going to bring him on the back line, none other than a new age CEO, Mr. Justin Owens. I want you guys to clap it up, put some fire in the chat, right? For Justin, this clap song, love song. Yeah. Okay, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring Justin on to the call.
All right, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Can you guys see me? Let's see if we can get if you guys can see me. Can you guys see me clearly? 1 second. All right, if you guys can see me, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure if you guys can see me and you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Let me see if I can highlight myself. Okay, I see some ones. Let me just there we go. Looks like I might be highlighted now. All right, good deal. Good deal. Man, can y'all just drop some fire in the chat for Akeem? Wait, let me make sure you guys can hear me really quick. All right, because I hear a little feedback. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, y'all drop some fire in the chat for Akeem and Kai. Did an incredible job, really an incredible job putting this entire community together. I'll tell you guys a little bit real quick. So, man, it was probably, I want to say it was maybe 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. I got a WhatsApp and they're like, hey, we got this idea. We think it's going to be a game changer for the trading space. And, you know, some of you guys may know, but I've been in the trading space for some time now myself, like some of you guys on the call, or maybe you've been new like I was about 7 years ago. And I was like, all right, man, we can check it out, bro, but it's got to work. You know, it's got to be work. It got to work. It's got to be something that is like legitimate that I can get behind. I was like, the only way I could do is like, let me put some money in, because I'm not the type that if I'm going to co-sign something, I'm just going to co-sign it just off of somebody's word. So I put some money in and I saw the profits from this thing. And I said, okay, this is a game changer, because I don't know for you all, but a lot of people are making a lot of mistakes. And a lot of the mistakes they're making in trading are the same mistakes over and over and over again. And they never really figure it out. And a lot of them don't know that trading, in a sense, is really setting them behind. And let me say this, the reason I can say this is because I've been the guy. If you've been this person, put a 1 in the chat. If you've copied the right signal, but used the wrong leverage and lost. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody done that? Like, you looking in the chat, everybody's like, a hit, take profit. You like, man, I was being greedy. I was being greedy. You know, and sometimes it's our personal situation, sometimes it's our emotions, right? Or how many of us have seen, we've been in trades, we've been copying signals, and it's like all the signals aren't working, but we know that it's a law of average game. Like, you're going to lose some trades, right? But you're also going to win some, right? And typically the wins should outdo the ones that lost, right? If you're using proper risk management. How many of us have had a trade come through, but then we were busy and we missed the one that hit big? Anybody, if you've ever had that happen, put a 2 in the chat. I've done that. I'm like, why do I see all these other ones, but I'm missing the ones that win? Or this is the worst one. You over leveraged and then thought you could get it back. You're like, all right, you know what? Don't worry. I know what I got a plan. I'm gonna go get it back. And then what I realized, this was a cycle, and it just made my losses worse. And so if you've been in the game for a little while, you've probably experienced this. Now, here's the cool thing. If you haven't been in trading for a while, the benefit of what's been put together from the education, which is really important, but also the technology, is that you get a chance to avoid a lot of the mistakes that a lot of us have had to go through, okay? Because the problem that a lot of people have in trading is that trading is supposed to be about multiplying your money, not constantly depositing new money. I'm gonna make sure I say that again. It's about multiplying your money, not constantly putting more money back into the market. And that's where people are messing up, because they're treating trading like a bill instead of a wealth building strategy. So one of the things I see from a lot of people is they don't understand how trading is supposed to work. Can I tell you all how trading is supposed to work? All right, let me tell you. If you want to know, just type a yes in the chat. Let me tell you how it's supposed to work. The goal with trading is to take a small amount of capital and grow it big, and then continue to invest, not necessarily trade. See, what I do is I make money in the market, and then I take it and I buy more crypto. And then I take it and then I go buy real estate. And then I take it and I go invest in businesses. And then I take it. But a lot of times what people do, because they don't remove some of the things that we're talking about here, they stay in this cycle, right? The reason that this was put together is to remove the emotion, right? If you've ever had a problem with emotions in trading, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. One of the reasons people never get to this level is because they start trading emotionally. Now, sometimes it's trading emotionally in the market. Sometimes life makes people emotional. Makes people emotional. Is that it? Is that a word? Emotional. Yeah, there you go. It makes them emotional. And then fear kicks in and it makes them exit too soon. Sometimes it makes you hold it too long, right? Instead of being logical. So one of the things that this software does is it removes you from the equation. All right. How many of us know we need to be removed sometimes? Like, hey, just take me out of this place. I'm gonna give you a couple dollars and remove me. The second thing is lack of risk management. When I saw this app, I said, look, I said, Kai, look, the only way this works, and he'll tell you, I said, look, this risk management has to work. So it took some trades. And I took some trades. And every time I entered a trade, it told me what is the most I could lose on that trade. I said, oh, well, now look, last week, I was one of the people that was in the trial, right? Last week, I'm at the gym working out. A trade was taken in place before I worked the gym. And here's the thing, guys. I was not even on my phone. I said game changer. Next thing is no automation. Most people don't have automation. A lot of times people are just teaching old strategies. Do you all know AI is a real thing? Do you guys know that algorithms are a real thing? I stayed away from it for a while. Then I realized that no, the world is advancing. Trading is advancing. Now, here's the thing. Kai will tell you. Akeem will tell you. Like, come learn the skill set, because once you learn the skill set, you're going to learn how to do some things in the app that you go, you know what? Hey, let me go ahead and take my profit here, because you still have control of your funds. You're not sending it to anybody. You choose your broker. You set up your account. You put how much you want to put in there. I love that because I'm like, all right, I feel safe putting my money into it. Okay. So I was stuck in the cycle. And so when I looked at this, I wasn't just looking at it for myself. I started looking at it for the people that believed in trading, but they can never be consistent enough. Because do y'all know you could be consistent and be greedy on one trade and mess everything up? You can start believing your own hype. If you've ever done that, put a 1 in the chat. I want y'all to like really think through everything I'm saying. If you've been in trading for a while, think through all the stuff you've done that you're like, man, why did I do that? That's why this is important. Why? Because this software, it does not have emotions. It does not get greedy. It is set up to have a certain amount of risk and take a certain amount of profit on the particular trade. And when it's done, when it does it, it is done. All right. Now, here's the truth about money. Okay. This is going to be a quick little money. Is it okay? I know Kai and them, they wanted me to come here and talk about the app a little bit. But can I give you guys like maybe 2 quick business philosophies? Because the goal here is this. We're going to help you make some money in the markets, right? But more importantly, that we're going to help you leverage technology, because while you're trading, you're going to, what this has helped me with, let me tell you all, what this has helped me with is I'm looking at the trades that it's taking, and it's making me be more disciplined on the trades that I make myself. Now I'm like, I say, you know what? That's why people don't win, because I like, I will take a trade and then start making some of the same mistake. I'm like, no, Justin, just you have a certain amount of risk. When it hits there, it's done. You're gonna have some wins here, and you're gonna have some losses too. I'm just gonna let you know now. It's set up though. But when I saw it, like literally last week, we had a couple losses, but the wins we had, oh, we won. That's how trading is supposed to work. But here's the best part about it. I wasn't even there. All right, so let me ask y'all this: if y'all found out that I made $50,000, how many of y'all would think that's a lot of money? Put a yes in the chat or a no in the chat if you would think that's a lot of money. All right, June said yes. All right, Melissa said yes. Okay, Max said yes. No, not 50, not hands free. I'm just talking about in life. If you found out, if they were like, hey, guys, we got this guy Justin Owens, he's making 50,000. Okay. Fonda said no. Somebody said subjective to the person. Hazel said no. A lot of people said yes. All right. See, some people say yes and some people say no. Here's my answer. It depends. Justin, it depends on what? Well, it depends on how fast or how long it took me to make the money. If you found out that I was making $50,000 every 2 years, would you all think that's a lot of money? Mm-mm. What if you found out I was making $50,000 a year? Some people say, maybe. What if you found out I was making 50,000 a month? What if you found out I was making 50,000 a week? What if you found out I was making 50,000 a day? See, the amount didn't change. What changed is how fast did I make the money? See, what I want you all to understand is it's not just going to be about like trading. It's going to be okay, how much money can you make? And then how much time did I have to put into making the money? Because that's the other component that comes to it. Okay, well, what did you have to do for the money? Oh, well, I had to rob a bank. Well, no, I don't want to do that. But then if you say, oh, I made a good amount of money, and then I tell you the time that I spent doing it and how I did it, that changes everything. And so we have to stop getting out of this mentality of like, okay, how much is a person making or how much is making? It's like, how is the money being earned? In what time period? And what did you have to do for the money? See, when you remove people, it becomes duplicatable success for your own pockets. Because now my thought process was, and I already did it. I told Kai, I said, hey, look, I'm adding some more money because based on the risk management that I'm seeing, I want to now add more money to the account so that I can have a bigger return, but passively without having a lot of risk. If everybody likes that idea, put a one in the chat. See, what if the deposits you were making all these years refunding your account were to grow the account balance so it could trade more effectively and not because you blew the account? See, like when you put in place the risk management, if it hits that amount, that percent, maybe it's 30%, maybe it's 40%, maybe it's 50%. When it hits that level, you're going to have to go in there and reset it. If you say I want to risk 1% of my account, when it hits 1% of your account, you're going to be closed out of that trade. I like that. It's called preservation of capital. Okay. So all right. Let's talk about the system. Okay. Kai talked about it. Smart risk management. So you don't have to worry about blowing accounts. Follow the system. Okay. It's going to stop at your set limits. And the key is to take enough trades throughout the week, throughout the month, that you can be extremely profitable in the market. Then we have other strategies. We're going to be adding soon. I'm not going to tell you everything, but he showed me the percentages of another AI strategy that was just crazy. I said, hey, Kai, can I get that now? You know what I'm saying? Because now that I understand, I'm like, hey, we're going to just have a couple of these accounts set up, and I'm just going to have different strategies working on different things and have my risk set set accordingly. All right, we got the risk per trade. We talked about that. The hands-free execution, which is important. This is where you get a chance to have a life. I'm not going to lie. I loved learning trading. I'm really good at it now. But my definition of living isn't watching my charts all day. Although I did it, and although I will do it occasionally, how many of us just want to have a good life and spend time with our families, work out, go to the gym, play games, travel? That's what I wanted. That's what I signed up for. But have the ability that if I need to go into the market, then I can go and still go earn some money because I know what it is that I'm doing. Okay. And then the last thing for me was still having control of my money. Okay. So a couple of things that I thought about first when I looked at this, I was like, all right, do I really want AI trading for me? That was my first thought, right? Do I really want algorithm trading for me? And then I was like, do I trust AI? Then my next thing was, well, Justin, you've been trading for yourself for the last couple of years. How's that been working for you? You know what I'm saying? How's that been working for you, my friend? You know, and a lot of people that I know, I can literally count on my hands of how many people I know that were consistent. Now, I've made really good money with it, but consistent. Like the emotions, the distractions. Y'all, one time I was so mad. I was in a trade, I was killing it. I was at the airport. Got on the plane, still in the trade because I'm talking to the person next to me, and I forgot to exit the trade. I'm like, cool, no problem. We get in the air. They're like, hey guys, we apologize. Unfortunately, we don't have any Wi-Fi on this flight. I'm going to LA. So I live in Atlanta, right? So I don't know how many of you guys know the flight from LA to Atlanta. It's like a 5.5 hour flight. I was freaking out that entire trip. I'm like, I kept trying the MetaTrader 4. I'm trying different things. Nothing is working. I land, connect the internet, and guess what happened, guys? Anybody that knows that side, that look when your phone loads up and it's nothing there. It's like a little dash. You're like, oh, so it's all gone. This removes stuff like that. Okay, wiped out. All right, good deal. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself, right? What happens if you just keep trading the way that you've been trading? Well, really nothing, right? Like you can and you keep doing exactly what you're doing. But are you getting closer? My thought process was this for new people, right? Learn the skill set. But while you're learning, instead of it taking you a year and a half to 2 years to get good, why don't you have something over here working conservatively so you can be making some money? You can see how a skilled trader works and then trade smarter on your own accounts as well. That's what I saw. So the system is set, the software works, the risk management in place, the traders are there to help you make better decisions, and you get a chance to remove one of the biggest things, which is the emotional cycle that ruins people's trading accounts. It ruins it, right? So you get it. I call it taking advantage of emotionless trading. That's what I said. I said this is emotionless trading. Take the emotions out. I'm not even afraid when trades come in because I say, okay, oh, this is my risk. This is what it's doing perfect, no problem. So it's really two decisions you make, right? Number one, you keep doing things manually, right? Having the risk of making the bad decisions, losing money, wasting time, or plug into a system that does the hard work for you while you actually focus on growing your accounts and growing your wealth. So now you can take the money that you're making, you can make consistent withdrawals, and you can invest into things that you really want to make, right? I saw, is there a question? Is there a feature in the app where money is earned that you can use to make a monthly payment? Yeah, from the app, right? You can make a withdrawal. It's your trading account. So you just withdraw from your trading account and you just pay it. Very simple. Okay. So they talked about the cost. It's 125, it's 99 a month. Okay. Here's the thing. I want y'all to know something. Most traders lose more than that in one bad trade. How many of us, if you've been trading, you know that to be true, put a 1 in the chat. When somebody's trading, the software itself, the cost is one bad trade for the month. For most people that are trading, where you can eliminate that risk. So I says, hey, look, is it worth 125? Is it worth 99 to have a passive stream of income that's coming in? Or are you willing to, keep losing money, doing it the hard way? So what I would say is get started. We've got an incredible community set up. I think it's genius. These guys have said, hey, look, we also want to provide some free education. That was one of our conversations last year when we put a lot of the education stuff together. We said, look, we're going to find a way to help people get into the markets, help them learn trading, and they don't have to worry about any of the mistakes. But we're also going to put in place technology, algorithms, AI to help them be consistent and profitable while they're still learning. And that is what you all are looking at. I see a question right there. Is this software good for a person that has never traded? Yes. Let me tell you why. Because you don't have to go through all you're not putting ones down because you don't even know what these people are talking about, which is good for you because you won't have to experience it. Okay. So it's really, really, especially for the new person, it's really, really good. But also for the person that's been around for a while that has to get out of their own way. So I'm going to move out of the way. We've got something special we're going to do too. And for the first, it's probably, I've seen some, I think they said it's a couple of alerts that have come over. It's 125. We're going to choose, probably just over the next 2 hours, we're going to look at we're going to pull some names from the first 20 people that are registered from this call. We're going to choose 2 of them and we're going to put 125 in your trading account. Right. So guess what? You pay 125. And if you're one of the names that have chosen, right, you're going to get that 125 in your trading account so that you can actually start using that money to trade in the market. We're going to choose 2 of you all. So if you haven't made a decision to go ahead and get started with the Profit Arena, make sure you do it. Make sure you're leveraging the technology. Tomorrow is a brand new trading day. So in my opinion, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not you, but if I was, here's what I would do. I would set up my account today, make sure everything's turned on so that you can actually be in the markets making money. So, Kai, Akeem, I'm going to pass it to you all. I think we'll probably open it up for some questions, some Q&A about the technology and software. Make sure you guys go to theprofitarena.com. We'll put that in the chat a couple times for you all to make sure you get set up. And if you all have any questions, we will be here. Kai, Akeem, appreciate you all letting me jump on this call. And we've got a lot of value that we're putting together for this entire community. I'm talking about events. I'm talking about boot camps. I'm talking about, some of my mentors that you all are going to be able to have access to as well, just by being a part of this community. We don't want you to just be great traders and make money in the market. You're going to do that. But we also want you to be very, very successful in life. And if we can help you be able to focus on something other than finances, that is the game for most people. And yes, your accounts can be funded with crypto, but I'm going to pass it over to Kai and Akeem. You guys there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear that?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Maybe you may have to spotlight your screen. Let me see if I can do it. Add spotlight. All right, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, Fabian, if you can, to spotlight. Okay, great. All right, guys. So can you put some sevens in the chat for my brother, my friend, Justin Owens, for obviously coming on and providing incredible value here on this call. Can you go ahead and do that for us, guys? Awesome, awesome. And those of you in the room with us, hope you guys like what you heard so far, man. Good. So what we want to do here quickly, guys, is open up for a few questions, give you guys a chance to get some clarity. Anything that you aren't clear on, you can go ahead and you can ask right now. Kaya, myself, and Justin, we're going to answer those questions for you. And then we are going to go ahead and close off the call. So anybody has any questions, you can use the questions aspect of the Zoom, or you can just type in the chat. Okay, we got somebody has a question here in the room as well. So go ahead, Sophia.
In terms of the stop loss, as the trade continues and profit probably hit profit, take profit one and continue on. How is it stop loss treated? Is that something that's automated as well?
Yes, that's a question for Kai. Kai, you go ahead and answer that.
Repeat that for me. Sorry.
You're in the trade. If already successfully hit take profit one and it's continuing towards take profit two, is that stop loss being treated?
Just it.
Is it something that's being automatically moved, or do you have to physically move that stuff?
Right. Okay. So the question is if you have to physically manage your trade on your own, correct? As the trade goes into profit, if you have to go ahead, okay. If you have to go ahead and manage the trade on your own, absolutely not. So everything is taken care of for you. So what will happen is as your trade goes into profit, so let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, your trade goes 50 pips into profit, the stop loss was 50 pips, right? You will see your stop loss automatically moved into profit, right? So just a bit into profit, right? Just above break even, so that if it comes back, you still walk away with something, yeah? So it manages the trade on your behalf, right? Any questions in the chat as well and in the room, you guys can feel free, yeah? Somebody got a hand up. All right, so someone asked Javier. So go to theprofitarena.com. Right, we're putting it in the chat again.
Yeah.
Theprofitarena.com. Okay, somebody, can you use USDT to fund your account? Yes, you can deposit in crypto. Right, remember you are depositing to the broker. Right, we got a few recommended brokers. Right, so Max Atlantic, we'll give them to you guys, right? When you make the payment and so forth, you'll see it in the setup, right? You'll see the brokers and so forth. You can choose from that we work with, within our platform and within the app. Okay. So when is the next call? Very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. Go ahead.
All right. So is this a funded Max broker? I'm not sure what that question. If it's a funded account, I don't know.
If you can use Max, you can use Max Atlantic, or also known as multi-bank. You can use Max to connect your account to the app.
All right. So another question is it a bot trading or someone?
It can be both. All right. So you might have a AI rather than a bot. right? You know, sometimes bots do whatever bots do, right? So it's an AI, yeah. And like I mentioned as well, you can also have, you know, human traders as well. Okay.
All right, so the next question is, there is a big prop firm pushing the industry now. Can this app be used to help with that? And if I wanted to try a prop firm funded account,
The only prop firm that I know of that accepts like automatic trading, right? Correct, like mirror trades is FTMO, right? But you gotta be careful and mindful still of it, yeah. Because most of the time what they want is for you to be doing the trading if you're doing a prop firm, yeah.
absolutely. All right, somebody asked, who is in charge of the trades? Is it AI or are you taking these trades?
Right, we just answered that question.
Right. The person says, after turning on the active switch, is there anything else I need to do?
Now, so once you set up your app, right? So here's a good thing. Once you as soon as you make the payment, we take you through all of the video setup. So I go through the entire setup as well, you know, and show you exactly how to set up your account, right? So you set your risk per trade, you set your safeguard, you turn on the active switch, you're done. Right? Go and do something else. Right? That's literally how it is going to work.
Somebody answers a good question. Are the lock sizes automated as well?
Right. So remember, you are using your risk per trade. I highly recommend utilizing a percent risk rather than you using like a 0.01 lot or 0.1 lot, right? Because percent, and they always teach this, percentage makes sure that you know, are always in line with your risk management based on your stop loss, right? So it doesn't matter, whatever stop loss goes into the platform, it don't matter. It could be 100 pips, it could be 10 pips, it could be 50 pips. You know that you're only at risk 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever you set on the platform, that is the risk that is going to be taken.
Right. You got enough now for more questions. Can you choose your preferred trader?
Well, right now, we only have one trading room right now, right? We're going to be adding, like we said, more rooms and so forth, right? So right now, there's only one on the platform, right? And like I said, over time now, this is a pre-launch, you know? So this is a pre-launch, you know, but over time, we are going to be adding to the room. So you have option, you know, what you can choose and so forth.
All right, so what is the set take profit for the trades? I mean, you probably take about 4 more.
Yeah, so it depends. All right. It depends on what's being traded. All right. You know, so usually what I would say is that the trade that sounds like a trader asking the question, but the trade would usually be set up like a 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 risk to reward. So for example, if you risk 1%, you can see like a 4%, 5%, 6% return on the actual trade. Okay.
So the question though is, the room that we have offered right now, is that you or the bot?
In that particular room
that we have that is being offered, and we got one room right now.
All right. So you ask if it's me trading
or
the bot. Well, that's a very good question. All right. But it is going to be, right? Like I said, it's going to be a human, okay, and AI as well. Okay. It's going to be human and AI as well. All right. All two more.
There you go.
That's the next question.
So somebody says, so what's the recommended balance to start with?
All right. So for the room, you know, we recommend a 500 balance. Yeah. A 500 balance, 1% risk. And you could set your safeguard, like was mentioned, you know, between 40 to 50%. Okay. So $500 balance, right? That gives you enough room. And also it makes enough sense for you as well in terms of the returns. Okay. Because that's what's important. You know, you don't want to go put in $100 in the account, $200 in the account, and then the returns don't look like anything. Right? Or yeah, $500, right? And it don't like the returns don't look like anything. You want to make sure that returns make sense. Yeah. Because so remember, leverage comes from the broker. Yeah, correct.
One more question here.
Well, you get it. Somebody's asking about the promo code to get ready ahead to start the setup process, so you can just have ways to say the promo code.
Yeah, so you just skip past, you know, the promo code, right?
Right.
So yeah.
When is the 125 pricing ends?
That is to be announced, right? You know, we can't say as yet, but you know, like I said, it is the pre-launch time, so as many persons as possible could go ahead, get started and so forth, and obviously as things progress, we would, the price is definitely going to change, really.
Take some of these last two questions here.
We get into the launch time. So y'all in there for launch time.
So the last two, the person asks, is the app compatible with demo accounts, or will that be a future addition?
I mean, you can add a demo account to the app, right? But why would you want to add a demo account, to the platform? Want to test it first. All right, that's up to you, but you can add a demo account to the platform.
And then the last question is, a person says, what is the recommended balance in 500 US, or what if I can only start with 250?
Yeah, I will recommend to start. All right, to be quite honest. Yeah.
Somebody else.
Yeah, if someone asks basically if you can only start with 250, like what to do. I won't recommend to start. Like keep the 250, add another 250, then start. Yeah. I just being very honest with you guys, right? Now that it's too low. Well, it could be too low, right? Because let's say, for example, just give you this example. If I take a 1% risk on a trade, right, with a 250 account, and let's say, for example, the risk is a 50 pip stop loss, for example, all right, that is 1% of 250. I don't want to get too detailed, right? But 1% of 250, is about what, $2.50? $2.50. You can't take a $2.50 risk with a 50 pip stop loss, right? It's kind of impossible. The lowest you can take is $5 risk. That's it, right? So it's kind of impossible, in that case. So what will happen is that I would then hear from you. I put 250 on the account and no trades in place on my account. I gotta tell you that you balance too low.
So the 500 claim, but that would help a person to meet their monthly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So you put $500 in the account. You can see. I'm gonna give you an example. Remember, this is trading, so return could be different. Yeah, so please hear that. Returns can change, right? Sometimes returns can be really high. Sometimes returns can be lower, right? I've had months personally where I've seen 150% returns, and then next month I see a 20% return. Yeah, so returns could differ. So for example, we had a week last week, right? Or I think it was the week before.
Yeah, week before.
We did like a 40% return in 1 week. Yeah. So you had $1,000 in the account. We ended the week with like 1,400. Yeah. So it could differ. Okay. So
yeah. I don't want to say something really quickly too. You may be the type of person that's on and you don't even have a clue what Forex is and you want to learn. We've got the community for you as well.
Yeah.
Right. You go to the runtheplayuniversity.com and you sign up there and you get access to all the information, or send us a message, connect with the leaders, and we're going to point you in the direction to get access to the information. So cool. So any last questions for you guys in the room? Any last questions on the Zoom? If not,
In the arena.
remember,
Yeah.
guys, the first 20 to register, we're pulling two random names. There's no favoritism, right? It's going to be random. 2 names we're going to draw, and those 2 we are going to deposit the money for you. All right, we're going to get $125 into the accounts of 2 of you guys. Okay, so I hope that everybody is clear. Right, somebody said the payment isn't going through. Make sure you're inputting everything correct. Okay, make sure you're putting everything correct, right? And you will be good to go. So lastly, we're gonna put it in the chat again, theprofitarena.com. If you got any questions, please send us a direct message and we will assist you there as well. So if you got any challenges making the payment, if you got any challenges with whatever, just send us a message. We got you covered. All right. So, all right, someone said, I read it so a long time. I'm probably number 1. That's funny.
all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on the call with us. Justin, I'm not sure if you're still on. Any last words you want to say before we close out? Justin, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Any last words you want to say?
No, I've just been listening on the message and the chat.
Oh, Justin's back.
Yeah, and I've been on here. I never left. I was just listening to you guys.
Okay, all right,
you
cool.
guys
Wait, well,
talking.
don't start speaking yet. When you're coming
Okay.
through TV.
Good. Yeah, no, I'm just listening. I'm listening to a lot of the questions I'm listening to a lot of the, thought processes for a lot of people. And then I'm also seeing people take action, right? And, anybody that, this is, I was just talking to my fiance the other day just about how like fast this year is going. And, I would just, urge you to be a person that tries to move with speed and certainty, right? Like trading definitely works. Like that's Googleable, right? Like trading works, forex works. There's a ton of people that made a lot of money with gold last week, um, and so it works, right? It's just a matter of, I had to really remove kind of like some of the limiting beliefs that I had just about money to be able to grow, and it changed from like, like stuff like this. I would look at it like, oh man, how much do I need? $500? Man, I don't have it. And then I said, okay, no, let me go find the money. Let me go sell some stuff. Let me get rid of some of the things that I don't need, things that are taking away from what it is that I'm doing to be able to get the results that I want. If what you were doing and how you were thinking could get the results that you want, you would already have it, right? And so you got to say, okay, I got to do something different. And this, I honestly, if I would have learned trading while I had something like this, it would have been a game changer for me, like faster. Like it changed my life for sure. Like trading allowed me to pay off my parents' home. It allowed me to do so much for my brothers and sisters and close friends of mine. It helped me to be able to help out my religious community. It helped me be able to do stuff for my community. We just bought a bus not too long ago for a school in Atlanta. We shut down grocery stores and paid for people's groceries. We shut down gas stations and paid for people. And I'm not bragging or anything about that. What I'm saying is the skill set and me changing my mindset is what allowed me to be able to do that for other people. And so it's about what decisions do you have to make to change your life, make the decisions, and then get serious about doing those things. And if it's not this, then find something. But all of us know you have to do something else. And one of the best things is, for people that have small capital, this is probably one of the best ways for you to invest because you get this thing called leverage, right? And so I would say find the money, right? Don't, it's the best, probably one of the best things I've seen in the trading space. And anybody that's on this call that's seen this, I've never seen something automated like this with the safeguards, with the risk management per trade that literally works hands free. And I can tell you right now, there are a couple rooms that are going to be added that are going to be game changers as well. I'm like, man, I'm about to I'm about to add 2 more trading accounts just to be able to make more money. But obviously, you got to start from where you are. So I would say start there. Like Akeem said, we have the university that is free. You can go to runtoplayuniversity.com. You get trading education for free. So that should tell you right there, this isn't about money, right? When I talked to Kai and Akeem about this, they were like, hey man, we got to make this thing economical for people to get started. That's why the price is at this point, honestly, because look, if this was if this was some people that I know, they would be charging a lot more for technology like this. But this is designed to say, okay, hey, you maybe you got to stretch, right? You got to stretch, but it's not a far reach, right? $125 is not a far reach. It's just making some decisions and changing stuff, right? It's what is it, 40? It's less than $30, $35 a week, right? Put some money in your account, start investing. And here's the thing: if you don't have that put aside, that should tell you that you have to do something different, right? But I'm excited. We'll give some shout outs to some of the people that got started. I don't know. Well, we'll do that later. What we'll do, guys, once we get this done, we'll probably do a call for the Profit Arena, and then what we'll do is we'll put the names of the people that registered tonight. We're gonna put you in a little spinny wheel thing, so it's completely random. It's not gonna be like Kai's cousin or you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be legitimate. So we're gonna put that together the list. I was about to start reading off some of the people, but I don't want to throw y'all business out there. You be like, wait a minute, he owe me $125. How he get started? So I ain't gonna put nobody business out there. But we will inside of the community, we will have like an actual spin wheel that we'll record. We'll type in people's names, numbers, and then just make sure you guys check the chat. Once you get inside of there, literally every question that you all have, how to set it up, how to set your risk management. It is so easy. Like it literally took me like 5 minutes to set everything up. And so it's designed to be simple. Again, remember, tomorrow is a trading day. And so if anybody wants to have some trades take place tomorrow, make sure you do it. Make sure you get set up and get ready to run. So, yep, I'm gonna pass it back to you guys. Fabian, man, looking forward to seeing you soon again, brother. We always have a good time when I see you, man. You know, so we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something soon. And for everybody else, man, y'all have a great night. And I will pass it back to Kai and Hakeem. Good night.
You want to say, you want to close up there? We good? All right, guys. So thank you so much for being on the call with us. This was an incredible launch. So proud of everybody that came on and tapped in with us. Those of you here in the live audience with us, can you give yourself a round of applause? And those of you who are still on, thank you for being here. So continue to have a great night on purpose, guys.
Guys, hold on real quick. If you got started, send us a message ASAP so that we can add you to the community as well. Okay. So if you got started, we want to add you to the Profit Arena community. Okay. So of course you'll know if you win or not. I think that's very important. All right. So make sure you send us a message so we can add you to the community. So guys, have a good one. Be blessed. I will see you in the arena.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Listen, music.
Thank you so much, the live audience here with us. Like, we're ready.